Hello, everyone around the world. This is Martin Rooney, and we are live with episode number 17 of The Big Idea. And every week I am coming at you from somewhere in the world, and this week is no different. This week, as you can see behind me, that is the Pacific Ocean, and we are here in Sunset Beach, California, and man, have I got an episode for you. Now, why am I here in Sunset Beach, California? Because I needed a big idea that even I wasn't good about learning, and that's why this will be our recharge edition of The Big Idea. Recharging the batteries, getting yourself fired up again, and I want to give you the big idea right off the bat. But first, I want to tell you, if you're a first-time listener to The Big Idea, how exactly The Big Idea works. You see, every week, I try to mine my experiences and what happens, and these little ideas start to drip on me. These little ideas, and it'll say, wow, that's a little idea that I haven't thought of before. That's another little idea that I haven't thought of before, and then it just keeps building until that snowball, boom, hits me with the big idea. And it has happened again here in Sunset Beach, California. And if you're listening right now, guys, I want to see comments. I want to see what you think of the big idea. Write in, right where you're coming in from around the world, because it always gets me fired up more to share these ideas when I see how many people are involved. Now, you can tell from the big idea, there's something missing right now, right? You might say, wait a minute, is this really the big idea with Martin Rooney? Where's the papers? Where's the colors? Well, I got something new. Got to always be new and improved. Got to go to the next level. So let's check it out over here as Amanda Rooney, my steadfast camera person, is with me on this one. Guys, I got a whole new model right here. Yes. And hey, no, this is not permanent ink on the surfboard right there. We got a great idea, and I said, man, I am going to use a surfboard today for our big idea, and we got it done. So, the big idea, the Recharge Edition, and here's your big idea for you, and I'm going to take you through 2 lists of my top 10 today, and I guarantee it's going to help you out in your life. You know why? Because it helped me out by doing it. So, the Recharge Edition, why is that important? If you've watched my last 16 weeks of the big idea, you will see that not only are you getting great ideas, and not only am I always digging deep, and that costs energy to be able to figure out this stuff, but I was always somewhere else in the world. I was last week at Long Beach before I was presenting before 1,000 people at the Perform Better show. The week before that, I was in Buffalo, New York, running a week-long event that took me a year to plan. A few weeks before that, I'm in Seattle. A few weeks before that, I'm in Berlin, Germany. No matter where I was trying to put off a great big idea. But maybe the biggest challenge is as I was doing that, the batteries were getting more and more and more empty. Even me. And see, I pride myself on that. I like to say, oh man, I don't get tired. I love to work. I got to keep going. I got to keep driving. But here's the big idea for you this week. You don't recharge the batteries by working more. Sometimes you got to recharge the batteries by working less. And that's exactly what I'm doing here this week. This has become a family tradition that I have forced upon myself, that when I finish the Perform Better tour each year, I bring my family out here to California, and for a week, we just spend that time together and we charge up. Now, I'm going to say, why is this my big idea? Why is it that you don't work more, you work less? Because, guys, I'm type A plus. I am a worker. Man, I drive myself, and I think that, like, I never get tired, but I could feel the fatigue. And if it's happening to you, I want to give you my top 10 list of how you can recharge the batteries. And how do I know it works? Because I'm doing it. How do I know it's important? Because you need to, right? And your health is your most important commodity, and recharging the batteries will help you to do that. So here's my top 10 list. And this one you should know right off the bat. I talk about it a lot, but I will say this, guys. I will say this, and look, our one studio, you can pan over there, our one studio member has already gotten bored with the big idea. And
Bye, Sash.
She is dancing off. See you later, Sash. Well, hey, thanks, So guys, I hope there's at least a lot of people at home that are interested. But as you can see, even your 3-year-old only has an attention span of so long. But let me go through the list, top 10, and we'll keep this fast because I want to get back to everybody today. Number 1, get some sleep. You know what I have enjoyed most this week? That I haven't had to wake up with an alarm clock. I haven't had to wake up with any pressing issues. I've been able to just wake up naturally, get the amount of sleep that I need. And it's kind of interesting. I've realized by tracking it now, I need 8.5 hours of sleep. So I need 8.5 hours of sleep. So I figured that out. I don't know how many you need, but guys, you want to recharge the batteries? Get a full night's sleep. Right off the bat, that's probably the start. Then, hey, if you're going to be on vacation, or you're going to take some time away, take some time away. And how do you do that? You spend it with your family. Yesterday, I'm going to talk about it, the stuff I was doing with my daughters, and some of these things. We went for a long walk. We tried some new sports. We were playing together. Man, you can't get that time back, and I want to make sure, hey, everybody makes some time to do it. And I'm more culprit than anybody because I'm always working hard, and sometimes that's what gets sacrificed. But number 2 on the list, you want to recharge the batteries and your family's batteries, spend some time with them. Number three, and I'll tell you what, 10 years ago, my wife will laugh about this. I said, I don't need a cell phone. I don't want a cell phone. Man, now I'm looking right at it right now. I don't know how I could live without that or the computer or technology. But over the last 2 weeks between my summit and this week, I have had minimal time on technology. You'll notice from my Snapchats, and maybe I put up one Instagram post, but I'll tell you what, it is liberating. Guys, take some time off from the tech and you will recharge your batteries. And then, what do I love to do? Hey, I read a lot. But man, to get away and to read even more, man, it just opens up your mind. You grow. And guys, if you are not reading a book right now, you need to. And then, as you can take a look at that right there, we got, she's back. Our studio audience is back. She's making a sand angel in the ground right there. Good work, Sash. And what is she doing probably right there that we need to do more? You need to dream. You know what I did? Hey, what are my dreams? What are my goals? Where am I going? What are the plans ahead? You got to take a step back sometimes and look at that. Because if you're just working, you're going to miss it. And here's what I'll say. 2 words that hit me hard this week. Deep down. Deep down, everybody has dreams. Deep down, everybody wants more. Deep down, people want to take on that challenge. But if you don't spend some time recharging the batteries and focus on it, it'll be really tough for you to do. And here's another one. Whether it was Thomas Jefferson to some of the most famous leaders in history, they would always say, go for a walk. Just go for a walk. And you would be surprised how it opens up your mind. Ideas come to you. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of times, guys, I spend a lot of time, I'll be sitting in a chair. I'll be sitting in a chair and I'll realize, holy cow, the whole day went by. I've just been kind of not moving. And man, here, I've been walking this beach. Yesterday, we covered miles on this beach till my feet were hurting. But the ideas came fast and furious. Another great way to build it. And what are we talking about here? Hey, it's just getting outside. Do you get outside enough? Guys, take a lunch break, do something, get outside, get back in nature, go through a walk through the woods. That's what we did in Buffalo last week. Now I'm on a beach here, and man, it just opens up the ideas. You recharge the battery, you feel great. And when you feel great, you get gracious. Here's another challenge for you that I think you should do. It's become a little vacation tradition, and we're going to do it again. As we go around the room with our family and we say, what's something that we're gracious for? What's something that we're happy for? It's a gratitude inventory. And I'll tell you what, you'll get some great ideas. It opens everybody up. And man, it's going to make you feel good about the stuff you have. Recharge the batteries. Because sometimes all we do is we're worried. We're worried about this. We're worried about that. We're worried about this. Hey, focus on the stuff that's going good in your life. And man, you'll have big differences. And then, hey, look I put it on here, number 9, but there should be an asterisk by it. An asterisk, I don't watch a lot of TV. Guys, TV just doesn't fit into my schedule. But this week, I have been glued down to the TV from 8 p.m. till I fall asleep around midnight and I miss the last things. And you know why? Because it's the Olympic Games, guys. You got a few days left of the Olympic Games. Last night, I watched the Olympic record all time in the shot put because I was a thrower in college. Man, I was so inspired. Then I watched Usain Bolt win his 3rd consecutive 200 meter. I watched him win the 100 meter. Guys, it's just like so exciting. So I will say this. I'm not big on TV, but if you're going to watch something that's going to make you better inside, charge your batteries. Guys, I was charged up watching those people, celebrating those people that have done the amazing things. They've trained and lived for decades for this event. Man, celebrate a little of that. And you know what? It was pretty cool to just sit back and watch somebody else do something for a change. It was really, really awesome. And then finally, which will lead us to our other list. Guys, I love working out. I love training. But you know what? I get it. And excuse me, because, man, I've been yelling too much. Hey, I love working out. I love it. I've been bench pressing and squatting and deadlifting for 30 years. 30 years. And I don't get tired of it. But you know what? Sometimes I like a new challenge too. I want a new workout. And this week I did it. Last year I started it. It's in my new book called The Book of 5 Things. You should check it out. The Book of 5 Things. There's a chapter devoted to something I did last year when we were here. And this year I got a second shot. And that was, and why I put it up here, guys, yesterday, I took this board out there and I said, man, last year I only barely got up one time after getting chucked around, smashed in the waves, crushed over and over. But I said this year I am going to do it. And you know how I'm going to do it? You know how I'm going to do it? Because I am not going to get frustrated. I am going to get fascinated. I am going to be a better student. See, last year I came out, my friends gave me some instructions. They gave me some instructions. I didn't listen to them. I went out there, thought I knew what I was doing, and I'm an athlete. And man, I got my butt kicked out there. And man, it was a humiliating experience. And I didn't know if I wanted to ever try that again. But this year I came with a whole new attitude. And I want to go over it because it's kind of interesting. I talk about being a student. Somebody wrote me in about that, and they say, hey, you do all this speaking and all this teaching. Are you a student? Hey, guys, I am a student. I present every weekend, but when I do, there are a dozen other presenters from around the world presenting. I don't miss it. I go to it. I'm reading books every week. I got to still stay current. I'm still taking my courses, but when it comes to physical activities, maybe I'm not always picking up new things. Sometimes maybe I like to stay where I'm comfortable. And you know what? This week, the last couple days here, I don't know if you can see it well, I have torn off all the hair on my knees. I'm skinned up. Man, my back's a little tight from getting chucked around out there in the waves, but I learned the important lesson again that you got to always be a student. And being a great student is a skill. That's what I was putting together. So what I want to go through you right now is the top 10, my top 10 list. If you want to be a better student, if you want to learn faster, if you want to be more effective, if you want to get down skills quicker, there is a rhyme and reason to it, and I'm going to cover that for you right now. Then we'll go to the questions and comments. So if you're enjoying this right now, hey, I want to hear comments. I want to see what you think. Tell me where you're coming in from around the world. Interact, because that's what the big idea is about. I'm sharing. I want you sharing. If anybody right now has any ideas of other ways they charge their batteries up, guys, post them below. Post them below, because then everybody gets better. Give me an idea, right, guys? Give me some ideas. What's something else that I didn't put on that list of a way you could charge yourself up? Is it some kind of food you eat? Is it you lighting some candles in your house and taking a long bath or getting a better shower? With me, one I didn't say, guys, I like just not shaving for a couple of days. It's pretty liberating. But whatever it is, guys, give me some ideas right there, because you're part of this too.
Tim Chow says meditation.
All right, hey, meditation, absolutely. And hey, maybe you could put that one for dreaming right there too, that could go in there, but absolutely. And guys, there's a skill to that. I might have to do a big idea on that one too. Now, about being a student. Guys, right out there, Pacific Ocean, I'll tell you this. There's a sign right over there. I'll put a picture up in this thread when I get done. I surfed all day yesterday, and man, I was doing it. I was like getting it down. I stood up. I was on the board. Everybody saw. They weren't laughing at me anymore. And then when we were walking yesterday, there's a sign about 100 yards over there that says shark sighted yesterday, great whites, which happened last year too. And you know what that made me? It made me a little afraid. So guys, what movie is this? You want me to say it? I'm afraid. That's Rocky 3. When Rocky is on the beach talking to Adrian. But, hey, lose the fear. First thing, guys, you got to just get over I'm afraid how I'll look, or I'm afraid what will people think, or what will they say if I'm not so good. Guys, you want to be a great student, you got to get over that, especially if you want to learn something new. If you want to learn a new skill, which we're coming over here, first thing, get over the fear. Fear, guys, because what are you even afraid of at worst? What's the worst thing that can happen? You're not good at it? Get over it, because that has to be the first thing you get over. So I had to get over the fear of getting in the water. I had to get over the fear that, hey, maybe there's a shark. And then, hey, my first instruction was shuffle your feet because of all the stingrays. And I'll tell you what, I stepped on a stingray yesterday. That had me a little bit nervous. But you know what? I wanted to surf more than I was afraid that I might step on a stingray. So, lose the fear. Once you did that, here's another biggie. This is big. Listen, this could be the big idea for you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be so stubborn that you can't ask for somebody's help that knows more than you. You got to admit that you don't know that much. That's okay. Hey, I wasn't afraid. Like, I know nothing about surfing. I don't know anything. So I was okay admitting, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I kept calling my buddy. I said, dude, I'm killing myself out here. What do I got to do? I cannot get upright. What do I got to do? He came down, showed me how to do it. It helped. So the thing is, guys, ask for help. It's one of the biggest things you could do. And then number three, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is get comfortable being uncomfortable making mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. Guys, yesterday, I don't know how many shots I took. I don't know how many times. I'll say this. I got a whole lot more fail videos of me on the surfboard with the surfboard flying. I got hit in the head. I got hit in the ear. Like I said, it beat me up pretty good. But for those handful of times I got up, I forgot all those mistakes because I wasn't afraid to make them. So in the beginning with something new, you're going to make some mistakes. Get over it. And here's one. Another one of my weaknesses. I admit these on the big idea.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, my wife is really enjoying this one, guys. Guys, I was not listening. They were giving me instructions, and you know what I kept thinking? Oh, I know, I'm supposed to jump up and put my feet together, but man, but I'm figuring it out. I'll come up with my whole new way, my own way of surfing. Yet people have surfed for probably 100 years, but I'm going to figure out my way. No. Guys, listen to what they tell you and do it. That is called coachability. And you know what? At first, I wasn't being coachable. I was just trying to make up my own stuff, and that is not the way to be a good student.
Your surfing coach is on here, and he says, "Wow, you sounds so smart. You're a surfing coach."
All right, hey, I'm learning as a student. We'll go over that now. Number five, be patient. Number 5, you got to be patient. I am not the most patient person in the world. My wife is behind the camera.
Loving this again.
She can attest to this. I am not the most patient person. I like to succeed really quick. I like to be able to do things that happen really fast. And man, this is not one of those things. But you know what? Judo wasn't one of those things for me. Jiu-jitsu wasn't one of those things for me. Writing wasn't one of those things for me. Speaking wasn't one of those things for me. So I had to learn from that and say, you know what? I've done it with those things. I could do it with this thing too. So I had to be more patient. I knew I was going to make mistakes. And guys, you know what? It was tough the first time I came out of that water. And by the way, guys, the water here is freezing. The water here is freezing cold. I was so chilled down yesterday. They were all laughing at me because I was shaking, but I kept going back into the water because I had to be patient. And then number 6, this is a biggie if you want to be a great student. I talked about it last week in Buffalo. No, 2 weeks ago in Buffalo. A little on top of a little becomes a lot. You got to space it out. But you got to space it out correctly. See, the last time I surfed was a year ago. That's spacing things out too much. But now I've already got 2 days in a row. Today I'm going again, and I'm spacing it out. I'll go for an hour, space it out. Maybe get another hour at the end, then take the rest of the day off, go another hour. See, by spacing it out, your body has time, your brain has time, your nervous system has time to learn this stuff and start putting in the program to do it. And what I'm hoping is I'm going to be better today than I was yesterday out there, but it's because I'm spacing it out. Don't try to just learn it in 10 hours in one day and then not do it for a year. That is not the secret if you want to be great. You want to be a better writer? Write a little bit every day. You want to be a better speaker? Speak a little bit every day. And man, that one will help you a lot. Now, what am I talking about there for number 7? Take small steps. Small steps. My daughter, hey guys, my daughter got up because now I went from student to coach. She got up, but she took a beating on the first few. She was really nervous. She didn't want to go back in there. I coached her up. She got back in, and then I said, hey, instead of trying to stand up, let's just ride it in. Just ride the board in. Just ride the board in. She did that a few times, small steps. Then she was getting so comfortable that I just yelled without even telling her on that one. I said, stand up. And she got up, rode a little bit. Next one, rode a little bit. And now she's doing it probably better than me because she's so small on that board. It's making it easy, but she took small steps. She didn't go out for the biggest wave right off the bat, jump on and not know what she was doing. Took tiny steps and got better. You want to get better at writing? Guys, put together a handful of sentences. You want to get better at speaking? Work on your first paragraph, not your first 10-hour speech. And if you do those things, you're going to be better. And you know what I think is big here too? I'm getting a lot of experience. I know this is going to resonate with some people. Technology is always moving fast. Look, I am right now talking on a beach in California and people are hearing me around the world. These things are hard to understand, right? And advertising and marketing and all the different stuff that can happen in technology that you have to be aware of and solid for to either help your business grow. Guys, you can either say you can't do it or you can be a better student. And what I'm getting at is you follow these things for all of those two, you're going to be more successful. This isn't just for physical endeavors. This is for anything. And as we get down to the last three, they're probably the most important. The last three are probably the most important. 8, don't quit. Man, there were so many times, and I'll be honest, that I felt like quitting. When I was going out there last year and I was just getting, they call it the washing machine. I couldn't even paddle out there. I was getting destroyed. My shoulders were so lit up from trying to paddle out there and just keep getting smashed. I was ready to quit. But you know what I saw? I saw other people out there on their boards. They made it past the breakers. And I said, if they can do it, I can do it. I'm not quitting. If they can do it, I can do it too. And guys, whatever it is you want to do, somebody's already doing it. If they can do it, you can do it. But you can only do it if you don't quit, which gets down to number 9. So you got to believe, baby. You got to believe. And you'll like this little big idea I got for you. See, in order to believe, you see these 3 letters right there? L-I-E. In order to believe, you got to get rid of the lie inside. You know what the lie inside is? I can't be good. I can't do it. I never did it. I'm too old. I'm too short. I'm too not smart enough. Whatever it is, that lie that you're telling yourself inside, you got to get rid of that lie, guys. And you got to start believing. I believed I was going to get up on that surfboard and get a photo of it and a video of it, and I'll be posting that in a little bit.
You're getting a lot of likes for that comment. You're blowing up.
Yeah. Hey, of course, that's another Rooney one. So guys, attribute that to me before you take that one. But that one took a while to figure out. And then, hey, number 10, with all the beating up and like, you know what? I woke up today, guys. I'm pretty banged up. Like I'm sore. My back is sore. My shoulders are sore. But you know what? I had a big smile on my face. You know, right now my knees are skinned. Like I'll get you a good close one of that. Like I do not understand how the wax is tearing off the hair on my shins. I feel it, and I'm not going to shave my legs to go surfing. But I will say this: I woke up with a smile on my face because I had fun. Like when I got up and I was riding and did a gun show pose for the camera, and it was in front of my kids, and they saw their old man standing on that surfboard, I was having fun. The batteries were recharged because I was being a student, and man, I couldn't think of a better way to spend a couple hours of my day. But it was hard to get to that point, but it was worth it. And I'm going to tell you right now, whatever it is you are endeavoring towards, whether again you're trying to build a business, whether you're trying to improve your health, whether you're trying to improve your skills, your technical skills, I'm telling you, you're going to get that moment where you're going to hit that gun show pose and you're going to feel so good inside, it's going to be worth it. But it'll never happen if you don't spend some time every once in a while charging up, and it definitely won't happen if you're not a good student. And today, I see it as no one is taught how to do that, and that's why the big idea today, the Recharge Edition from Sunset Beach, California, is why we put that together. So now, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 lists. Guys, give me some comments or some kind of stuff quick, and then we will close this one out so I can get back to recharging and back to my family before we go for another edition next week.
So I have some shout outs to me. Thank you very much.
All right, well.
Madison, Chris Lingham, Rob DeSillis. Hi to my familia right back at you guys.
All the familia is checking it out today. Share this information. Hey, so that's something to say while she's looking through. Everybody right now, I want you, give me your best ways that you charge yourself up. I want that in the thread. And give me some other ideas. What are some other ways you can be a better student? And then, guys, right now for me, hit the share button. Hit the share button and share this video because you know somebody's going to benefit. You know somebody out there needs to hear this. And by sharing, everybody wins. Don't keep it to yourself.
So Anthony Delicave says, glad to see sleep is number 1 most underrated aspect of health, officially the 3rd pillar of health along with exercise and nutrition.
Absolutely, and something I'm always preaching about. But guys, I'll always say it's easy to talk about this stuff, not always easy to do. But I'll tell you what, you get those hours of sleep and you are just more fired up. Hey, so who enjoyed me destroying a surfboard for the big idea right here? Guys, give me, like, are you kidding? I'm always trying to put something together here for you.
Everyone's saying love the new book. Our affiliate of the year, John Prano, is on
John
here.
Prano in the house, affiliate of the year. And hey, everybody, check it out at trainingforwarriors.com. My new book, there's a whole chapter actually devoted to this, the book of 5 things. The book will change your life.
Mike Cronin says, be a student, love the practice.
Mike Cronin, hey, I had Providence on yesterday, repping San Diego today because I can almost see it in the distance from right here.
So talking about how you charge up, Kaylee says throw a leg over a dirt bike.
Hey, so we got a motocross champ right there. So, but it's the same thing. So hey guys, you ever try motocross? Try it out. You ever try surfing? Try it out. Don't be afraid. Try something new. But with motocross, make sure you get Kaylee to teach you first, because I would probably kill myself in
So
a
we
short period
have
of time.
Trini Antos says give or do an act of charity always recharges me.
Boom. Hey guys, giving your time, energy, money towards some good cause can't fire you up more. And at Training for Warriors, we do a lot of that, and we got a big mission coming up. Everybody that's listening from TFW know that.
Anthony has a few comments, but one of them says been getting into sketching and drawing. He's not very good yet, but have to say it's very relaxing and enhances his creative thinking.
There we go. And here's what I would say. Seek out a teacher. I saw this episode, guys. Look up Daniel Pink. He did this thing where he went to a teacher for a week. He was pretty much drawing stick figures, and by the end of a week, he was drawing self-portraits that looked like Van Gogh. So definitely, guys, get a teacher. Remember what I said? Get help. Don't just do it yourself. You'll get better, and then you'll fire yourself up more. So do it. Awesome.
So we got Jeremy Sackett, Kennedy Combo, everybody saying what's up.
Combo.
Great
Hey, Combo,
idea.
this is for you, kid. Combo. Be a student on the technological stuff. I got your email, and we're getting you the help on this stuff. But guys, figuring it out. If you can be a soccer star, Combo, I know you can be great at this stuff too. It should be easy.
Phil Squattrito saying believe, baby. Hashtag I believe from some other people.
Hey, and if anybody's listening, come see me and Phil Squattrito next week. We're going to be doing coaching greatness and level 1 certification outside of Jacksonville, Florida. If you are anywhere remotely in that area, you need to be there.
So we have Manuela saying, love your big ideas. Took her a while to believe that she now is having fun at TFW Mayo Pack. She believes, definitely need to learn to recharge more often.
There we go, Manuela. And hey, I'll be returning there again because I had so much fun in Mayo Pack. But hey, I will answer all these questions. I'm gonna get going because I don't want to stretch this out too long. But guys, so hey, my pleasure to have this one again, episode 17. I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope that this permanent marker wipes off on the surfboard when I get out there today. But guys, hey, take the big idea and share it with somebody. That's how everybody wins. And remember, recharge the batteries, always be a student, and when you do those things, you're only going to be improving. So this is Martin Rooney signing off from Sunset Beach, California, love. And guys, I will keep bringing you more next week. Be on the lookout for the big idea. I don't even know. Hey, I'll be in Florida next week. So I'll be in Florida next week. Be ready for it. And hey, guys, share this stuff and help somebody bring out the warrior within.